Arby is ruining creatures of Sonaria's economy. Welcome back to Sonaria's funkiest news anchor. I'm Frown, your host. Okay, maybe what I said was a bit of an exaggeration. Arby isn't single-handedly destroying anything. It's the collective of COS staff's decisions and exclusive that has tainted and will continue to disrupt this already irreparable economy. Why Arby specifically? I wanted to use his latest announcement of hunting a polymutation and overpaying it as an example. This, my friends, is the exact reason why your new favorite species are always so expensive. Remember the days when we used to have random gacha spins? Remember when Karuku species were only 20,000 mush? Some of you might, some of you might not. Back then, the economy was so simple. It is still now, but it's not as simple as before. It's so complex now. Back then, prices go up during high demands, and as the thrill runs out, so did the price. But not too much, not too drastically. We were getting enough mush and shrooms hourly to actually play the game with almost all of the species. However, times have changed, and the ones who once looked after us are now actively disregarding our cries. First, they added expensive species that had different levels of pricing that only goes up. Then they set price like stone, then more exclusive species, and then just every other little detail that stacks up in contributing the downfall of this very unstable and constantly changing economy in Creatures of Sonaria's trading realm. It's only getting worse. It's getting worse than the mental health of a gothic emo eagle on Twitter. We need to do something about these things. I have voiced my hatred on the idea of exclusives, and I've also pointed out the hypocrisy of Sonaria trying to get rid of mush inflation by bringing inconvenience to us lowly players while their rich continue to thrive. Why? Because Sonaria is the one benefiting those riches. This announcement is like dangling a bag of coins in our faces, and like starving dogs we are, we swarm into that pile of shit it is. They have so much mush and species to get those mush. They don't struggle playing the game like we do. These little trials and little hunts they make us do only bring forth the desperation planted in our minds. These games announcements are pouring mush, a lot of like these gifts, to only individuals, while their experience continuously suck the lives out of the masses. This, though they say is overpay, does nothing to Arby and his companions. This is barely a dent in their Sonarian pockets. This is not fun. This is no fun. This is a competition to show us that they are still in control. A reminder that when they ask us to bark, we must howl. I can no longer sit by and watch and say this is okay. I can't see and witness my own people eat themselves away for a rich figure to make content of it. Brothers and sisters, I only ask you one thing. Do you remain as sheep, being herded for your wool and flesh? Or do you actually stand and finally see the truth? It won't be easy to take in. Your favorite content creators could be wolves amongst us. And the things that once inspired you are now chains that shackle your hopes. But once you are ready, we can finally talk. I'm fucking around, don't sue me. Anyways, I just think the announcement shows that the people in higher ups or connected to the higher ups benefit a lot than the average player. It sucks seeing Arby and the others using that power to stir up the masses, blah blah blah, and only reward one person. But it is what it is. They will forever be rich in Sonaria and will be plebs until we quit. With all that and, this overly the top shit, like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Thank you for using your time to listen to my overly the top dramatized speech. With that, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.